It's a new crew if you're new. My name's Cassandra. I just pulled into Aldi. It looks like it is bumping today, but that being said, it's also 1 o'clock. It is a rainy, stormy, kind of typical spring weather happening here. I'm assuming things are still popping because we're supposed to get like either really nasty thunderstorms or like snow, hail, mixed storms that's supposed to hit tonight. So I think people are kind of prepping for that. But because my Walmart haul was so big, it was $364, $65-ish. I'm hoping to keep my Aldi haul somewhat a little bit more minimal today, to the basics, lots of like fresh fruits, vegetable things and whatnot, but I'm also looking to stock up on some canned items. So it's always about balance, right? Trying to stay in the budget, but also trying to make sure that long-term food storage is being well stocked, keeping with my goal of hopefully having enough back stock for when baby's born. So there's a lot of things kind of happening today, but I figured I would just be open about it and tell you guys kind of what I'm thinking. I have my meal plan here. I have Uno child with me who fell asleep on the way to the store, so pray for me that this goes well for me in waking her up and going into Aldi. But I'm hoping I can just get in and out and stay as close to like 250 to like 280 as I can. I already decided, originally I was gonna go to Sam's Club this month. I decided I'm not gonna do that. I will still have Joe stop and get a roast if I can't find one here for a good price. But let's just go in, get our shopping done, and I will see you guys at home with everything laid out on the table with an official total and updates on how that plan went going in and seeing kind of what ends up working for me today. Total came to $322, a little higher than I was hoping, but it is what it is. I got some extra things, some fun things, keeping on par with the Walmart haul. That total was higher because I also put some fun things in there, requests from the kids. We have some recipes the kids want to try, things like that. I'll talk about that a little bit in this haul. And then those stock up items that I was hoping to get. Let's go ahead and hop in, and you guys can tell me if you think it looks like $322 worth of food. Sometimes I say yes, and I think that's just because I've gotten so used to grocery prices being so high. I think a lot of us have gotten to that point. I don't remember what it's like to go into a grocery store and spend $150 on a whole bunch of food, right? And my family has grown by a lot of mouths rather quickly since grocery prices have really gone on the up and up. That was probably 2020, right? You know, this will be our third edition since 2020. So in the last 5 years we've added 3 kids. That could also be it, where I feel like grocery prices are high, but also our family has grown so quickly in that time, it's hard to differentiate what is which, right? Just the family getting larger, so more groceries, or grocery prices just really getting really high. So that's my thought on that. For my stock up items, this was a specific request from the kids. These mandarin oranges in light syrup. The kids love these, so I got a whole flat of these. I would love these to last in long-term storage. They might not. The kids are eating a couple cans of these a month. They really like them in lunches right now, so as long as they're liking them, I'm gonna get them. Another easy lunchtime request during the summer, but also sometimes these end up in thermoses for the kids for lunches. Just these pasta rings and meatballs. These are like 90 cents a can. I got a whole flat of those as well. The last flat I got was just whole sweet corn. Out of all of the canned vegetables versus frozen, because we really like our frozen vegetables, I think corn is the one that is the least different versus frozen versus canned. So I want to do this and see if this costs me more money or saves me money in the long run from the frozen 2-pound bags of corn that I usually get from Walmart. So I'm gonna give these a go, see if I like these better, or if I want to go back to my frozen corn. But this is our stock up items. This was a decent price, or a decent chunk of our budget this month, but also kind of needed to happen. So there's that. We're gonna make our way around the table this way today. 2 things of cuties, 6 pounds here. These are currently Cleo's favorite. I've really been enjoying these 2 snacks. These get paired with lunches, breakfasts, all of the things. I got 4 bags of apples, 2 pink ladies. 2 Honey Crisp. I think those are the go-to right now. So just a little bit of different variety for the kids and their apples. We could probably, we're starting to get to the point where we could probably use a 5th bag. So hopefully very soon the orchard will be producing and we'll be able to store apples and save us some money there. Lots of berries today. Not that they were a great price, but I got 4 things of raspberries, 2 things of blackberries, and 3 things of strawberries. Cleo's just currently eating off of one of these things of strawberries. But back over here, lots of lettuces or greens. I've been eating a lot of these recently, and I have one child who always loves salad stuff. So I wanted to try this spring mix. It's pretty small for the price. It was like $4. But we're gonna give it a go, see how I feel about this. I also got just a plain thing of spinach, a Caesared salad kit for my daughter who really enjoys these, and then last month I got these organic romaine hearts because they didn't have any of my regular ones. Guys, I still have like part of one of the hearts in my fridge over a month later. It has not molded. It's still crisp. It's amazing. So I got the organic one again. If I can make that work again in my freezer, or in my fridge rather, I'm gonna switch to organic greens, I think, which I probably should be doing anyways, but I really like that. So I got that. 2 things of these tomatoes. We're just really liking tomatoes right now. Wishing for a bit of summer maybe with garden fresh tomatoes, but you know, just to add to the things. I got a couple things of taco seasoning. I have made my own taco seasoning in the past. My kids have come to the conclusion that they don't like it, which is okay. So I got some of these packets for the time being until I find a different recipe that we end up liking, or a seasoning mix or something. We'll see how it goes. But for now, we're back to those. 2 things of the berry medley. These are the kids' favorite. I still have a couple other bags of frozen fruit in the freezer left over from last month. We will use those for smoothies mostly, and then the kids use these for just like straight out of the freezer eating. And when they open a bag, when they come home from school for an afternoon snack, the whole bag is gone the second they open it. So they go through these really quickly once all of the fresh berries are gone. I just got 2 things of ham for lunch meat this month. Still had some in the freezer from last month. 4 things of cream cheese. Story with all the extra cream cheese is we have not been doing a whole lot of baking, like cookies, muffins, things like that over the last couple of weeks or last couple months really, our chickens aren't laying. They haven't laid all winter long. It's the first year we've ever had that. The first year we've literally had no eggs coming in. We've been buying all of our eggs. Really expensive, I don't have to tell you guys that. So because eggs are so expensive, we've been saving them for like fresh eating, hard-boiled eggs on occasion, things like that. We've been trying not to do a whole lot of baking because it's just too expensive. We've been going into other snack options. And one of those snack options that we decided to do this month were a lot of dips. So I got lots of cream cheese. All of those are gonna be for dips. We're gonna do a smoked trout dip, like a ranch dip. We're gonna do a sour cream and onion dip, which I already have made. I put it in the fridge. One of you guys recommended that for me a while ago because I preserved all those green onions, and you guys said some sour cream and onion dip would probably be pretty good, or like a French onion dip or something. So I made that. We're gonna see. I got some chips here for us to try that out. But we're just looking for some different options because all winter long we've been doing some other things, and we're ready to switch it up. We're ready to switch up snacks. So the kids decided dips this month would be good, so you're gonna see that I got like some chips and some pretzels and different things that we don't always totally stock up on, but that's what all that cream cheese is. Of course, 2 things of cold foam for my coffee, 2 things of free-range eggs. These were cheaper than just Aldi's regular eggs by like 50 cents. The limit was 2, so that's what I got. There's that. The rest of our eggs we've been getting from a local Amish shop, but they've been selling out really quickly. They put out 250 dozen a day. They open at like 8, And normally by 10 a.m. they are sold out of eggs every single day. So it's hard to keep up. And sometimes they have them, sometimes they don't. So there's that. I got 2 things of cheese tortellini. These are for cheese tortellini, like chicken soup we're gonna do. 2 things of chicken thighs. I still have leftover chicken in my freezer. Figured this month if I didn't have to buy it, I wasn't going to, and was gonna try to save myself some money there. So just 2 things of chicken thighs for the month. A thing of green grapes, or not green, red grapes. I figured we'd switch it up. I got 2 things of cinnamon. This was something I was gonna get in bulk from Sam's Club, but because I decided not to go, I just need these. I've been out of them for a long time, and I didn't realize how much I reached for cinnamon until I would go, oh, I can make that recipe, and then went, oh no, I can't because I don't have any cinnamon. So the kids are gonna be excited about this. Cinnamon rolls are coming. The kids have been asking for those for like 2 weeks. So there's that. The kids love these for a before school breakfast. It's 20 hash browns in a package. The kids will pair like 1 or 2 hash browns with a cutie, an apple, a banana, yogurt, and some berries or something, or even just some scrambled eggs. But the kids love these, so I got 2 packages, 40 hash browns for the month. The kids have their own treats that they want to make this month. They asked for Oreos so that we could do some Oreo like cake pop or Oreo truffle balls, which is also what some of that cream cheese is for. So I got 2 packages of Oreos for that. I got 2 bars of my husband's chocolate bars, just milk chocolate with almonds. And then I've never seen them have the dark chocolate with almonds. So I got one of these for myself. I like dark chocolate, my husband does not. The prices of their baking chips went up by like $1 or something at my store. So I'm curious, have you noticed your prices also go up? There's that. I decided to get 4 things of these semi-sweet, specially selected chocolate chunks. We prefer these chocolate chunks, and before these used to be like $2 more than the regular baking chips, but now these are only like 40 cents more. So if that's gonna be the case, we're probably gonna switch to these baking chips because we like these better, or the chunks rather. But some semi-sweets here. I got 4 bags of those. I also got 4 bags of the mini chocolate chips. The kids throw these in pancakes when we're doing muffins. Pretty much everything. Cookies. We like these mini ones a lot better. So there's that. Someone asked me recently, I think it was my meal plan video, might have been my grocery haul, I don't remember. I was talking about the little lasagna cups and the jumbo shells. They asked me if I have a recipe for it. Or if I had a video on it. I'm still looking through my videos to see if I have it, because I'm pretty sure I've filmed that before. I just can't find it. So over the next couple of days, I will film that and upload that. Hopefully I can get that up next week. If not next week, maybe the week after. But all I do is mix up some ricotta and some cottage cheese with 1 raw egg and ground pork of some sort, like a ground Italian sausage. And I mix all that up in a bowl, put in a little bit of mozzarella cheese in there as well, mix that all up, take that stuffing, stuff it into the cup of the jumbo shell, and then I will top that whole thing with tomato sauce, spaghetti sauce, and then top that with cheese of your choice. Bake it in the oven, and those are our little lasagna cups. We cook our jumbo shells first. So you're taking your cooked shell and stuffing it full of all that deliciousness. It's really good. But that's what these are for. Plus, a lot of us right now are loving just a cup of cottage cheese as a snack. So good. I also got a thing of potatoes. We ate through our homegrown potatoes. I still have some left in the box, but I want to use those for seed potatoes. So, store-bought for now, at least. I have one child who loves cinnamon sugar, like toast on their... they love this on waffles that we do, or pancakes. Usually I will make this butter for them, but I figured Aldi had it, so I bought one of these little things of butter. And I keep saying I want to learn how to make bagels, maybe this is the month where I sit down and learn to make some bagels while we have this really fun butter. 4 things of just regular butter for all the things butter uses are for. 2 things of Hawaiian rolls. These are for easy weekend lunches. Sliders, hot ham and cheeses, Italians, whatever it is. All the sandwich needs. Got a thing of tortilla chips for some of the queso that we got during our Walmart haul, and for some of the other dips we're doing this month. Thing of Cheez-Its, the kids like these, mostly in a Chex Mix that I make for them. Another thing I got for the kids, my older girls are really into baking right now, and they really like to do it on their own. So I saw these, thought that would be fun. The kids love Oreos. I mean, what kid doesn't? You want more? So I saw these Oreo brownie mixes. I thought maybe we could make some of these up as well to make into Oreo brownie truffles that the kids want to do with some of the cream cheese. I was originally looking for a box of cake mix because the kids want to make some cake pops, but I think the kids will be way more excited about these. So I got 2 boxes. Not that we're going to need 2 boxes at once, but I figured we could put one up on the storage shelf and kind of have it as like a fun little treat later on when the kids kind of remember about those things. 2 things of boxes of stuffing for some stuffing meatballs we're going to be doing, and I think we're going to be taking a day here really soon. I told you guys during the Walmart haul video that we also ordered 2 different parts of 2 different cows from 2 different butchers. One cow is coming from a family member. We are taking 250 pounds of that ground beef, and my father-in-law is taking like 150 pounds of that same cow. And my father-in-law, while he is looking to clean out his freezer because he still has a little bit of his meat left from the last time him and us put together an order for a cow, which was back in 2020, like the very beginning of 2023. He still has a little bit of ground beef left in his freezers he's looking to clean out. He knows that my family will be able to clear out his like 15 pounds of extra ground beef in literally no time. He raised 7 kids. He knows how quickly you can go through meat that way, having a lot of kids. So he called me. He wants me to go down into his freezers and pull out about 15 pounds worth of older ground beef before this next cow comes in, and he can put his fresh ground beef in. That being said, I think I'm going to take all of that ground beef and thaw it out, press it into burger patties and roll it into meatballs, maybe do a couple meatloafs or something like that. Really easy, no cook type freezer meal prep. Some of my favorite videos to film and some of my most practical tips and tricks. I absolutely love it. Saves my family so much money, especially heading into this warmer weather. If I can get like 100, well, probably not 100, that seems a little over dramatic, but if I can get a lot of burgers rolled and pressed and not have to worry about them and count it as a little bit of like postpartum freezer meal prep, I'll be so happy about that. So I got an extra box of that stuffing mix so that I can roll some extra stuffing meatballs and put those in the freezer as well, helping my father-in-law out, but also helping us out, checking some freezer meals off of my list before the baby, and just kind of, I'm sure as I get further and further along in pregnancy, I will be very happy to have some easy things to just pull out of the freezer and convenience wise. So there's my thinking on that. I talked about recently how I've been having a lot of really intense food aversions, and it's been kind of hard for me to eat as much as I should be right now. Not that I'm not eating, it's just sometimes I feel like I'm just not getting enough in. My weight gain and everything's been good, size of the baby looks good, but I also am worried that I'm just not eating enough. I don't know how else to explain it. My midwife is not concerned as long as all of my numbers stay on track, but she also has been with me. This is her third baby with me, like 3rd pregnancy, and she also trusts my instincts, and if I feel like I need to get more in, she's telling me then, okay, listen to that. One of the best ways I've been able to get food in is through like giant yogurt cups with just like lots of yogurt and berries and granola with like honey or peanut butter. So I got another thing of granola because I went through all of the ones that I had last time. 2 things of cheddar brats for the freezer, really easy. Kids have some days off of school coming up, really easy lunch. I got 2 things of marshmallows because I think we might do some s'mores. The weather is kind of warming up here, not that it's gonna last, but this weekend is supposed to be really nice, and I thought it would be kind of fun to start up a fire, do some s'mores with the kids. I already have graham crackers on the storage shelf, and the day we decide to do s'mores, I will send my husband to the store to get chocolate bars, because if I get them now, my kids will find them, they can sniff them out, and they will eat them before we even get to the s'mores day. 2 things of potato chips, 2 things of pretzels. Popcorn chicken is for the KFC bowls that we're doing this month. Aldi doesn't always have onion rings, at least my Aldi. So I got 2 bags of onion rings. My daughter will be thrilled with this. I figured we could do burgers and onion rings and some potato wedges out of the bag of potatoes that we got over there. This is another thing my kids have begin to really like in the mornings, and that's just like one of these sausage patties. The kids like them, so I got them a thing of sausage patties. 3 things of green beans. My Aldi still has these. Normally my Aldi only sells these like a flash in the pan, but I think this is like the 3rd month in a row they've had them, which is great. So I bought 3 more bags. I still have 2 bags in my freezer, but nonetheless, now I have a couple extra, and hopefully with what I have in my freezer and what I have here, it should get me through to when we start to have green beans coming in the garden, because green beans are one of the first things that will come in for us, and snap peas and stuff, and then once we have that fresh stuff, we won't really be missing it because we'll have it. I don't know why I went in depth to explain that, but I did. That is everything I got this month of March for my family of 6. We also, I don't know if I mentioned this, I'm just remembering it because I can hear them, but I figured I would also mention solving our no egg having problem is just yesterday I went and got 25 chicks. Those are downstairs in the brooder box growing, all of the things, very cute little chickens. We got a handful of different varieties, lots of different things, and hopefully in the next, probably early summer, maybe midsummer, depending on when they decide to start laying, we should have eggs again, which will be fantastic, which hopefully means we only have a couple more weeks of buying eggs, trying to source eggs. Very excited about that. So that is taken care of. We're still on the hunt for ducks, waiting to see if they're gonna come into Tractor Supply anytime soon. We have looked into ordering through a hatchery, but every hatchery we look at is either ridiculously expensive, like $22 a bird, or the hatch and delivery date is within a couple days of my due date, which is not going to work out because we're not going to be around to get to the post office to pick up a box of live ducklings. So we're still trying to figure that out, but nonetheless, we do have chickens, and hopefully that'll be the end of our egg crisis, and we'll see how that goes. But there's that. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, talking about my grocery haul from Aldi for the month of March. I hope wherever you are, you guys are having a fantastic day, and I will catch you guys in another one. Bye.